So the question everybody really wants to know as we take a live look outside is the rain done for the rest of the holiday week? I mean, you still got tomorrow to travel. So Wednesday you're traveling, Thursday you're eating and hanging out with family. You got all the information, Kit.
Yeah, Friday's going to be the day to travel home, as Saturday, Sunday, early next week looks a little more messy.
Okay, but tomorrow and Thursday,
could
you're
be
golden.
Gonna be great.
All right.
Lots of sunshine, but it's gonna be chilly. That's the one thing. But of course, whenever you're loading up on the food, you want to have that nice cool air outside to just take that nap and enjoy it. Now, we see a few clouds that are out there over Clark Tower, but they're starting to break apart. A little bit more clear skies towards the north and west right now, so we are clearing out some of those clouds. That's going to allow the temperatures to drop pretty quickly, though. Going to be a pretty chilly temperature trend over the next several days. We've got 50s around the area right now, all of us dropping out of the 60s, except for Bolivar right now, still hanging on to 61 degrees. Take a look at satellite. You can see that clear air starting to move into the mid-south. It's just starting to move out of here in the Memphis area and a little bit more towards middle Tennessee. Still cloud cover, still sticking around. As we go overnight, though, winds are going to still be out of the shifting more out of the northwest, so it is going to be a pretty breezy day tomorrow. That's the cold air that is rushing in. As we get into Thursday morning, early morning, we'll see some clouds around the area, but it will be a colder morning on Thursday. And we'll see temperatures peak only around 50 degrees in the afternoon. Then over the next couple of days, temperatures continue to fall into the 40s for highs. Now, as we get to the weekend, if you're traveling or if you know anyone traveling Saturday or Sunday, we're keeping our eyes to the west here. So if you're traveling east on Saturday, you'll be in the clear for the most part. But out towards the west, that's where we've got some heavier rainfall on the way. Off to the north, there's some snow towards the Chicago I-80 corridor. Here in the Memphis area, though, we've just got rain through our Sunday, then things start to wrap up. In the long range, though, we do have another system that begins to develop that could bring some snow to the plains, some rain here across the mid-south, maybe some severe weather to the deep south. But there's some pretty big discrepancies between the models. Let's take a look at two of them. I've got a bunch of these lines you see doubled up here. These are two different models overlaid on top of each other. They're in pretty good alignment here. You see they're running all pretty much parallel through the near term over the next couple of days. Into the weekend, they agree on what we have with that trough coming through and that rain that we'll see on Saturday, Sunday's time frame. So they're decently aligned there. It's this next trough that's coming into the northwest that the models begin to diverge, and they diverge pretty wildly over the next couple of days here. Temperatures, a range of 20 degrees across the area of our highs and our lows, and the positioning of these two troughs is a difference of around 1,000 miles. So next week, there's some very wide uncertainty as to what's going to happen. So if you're looking at your app, if you see any snow icon or severe thunderstorm icons, or even the temperature next week, it's going to be a few days before we really get a handle on what's going to happen, because at this point, we really don't know what's going to happen past Monday. Our highs that I've got here for 41 and 43, that's the median of what the temperatures are. So some are putting highs in the 30s, some are putting highs in the 50s, even 60s. So a pretty wide range, but at least in the near term, we are going to see some pretty quiet weather for Thanksgiving. So at least we can be grateful for that. Thankful, of course, on Thanksgiving. And then as we head towards the weekend, that's when we see that next chance of rain. Temperatures are going to be far below than what we've seen over the last several days, and we may be getting close to the freezing mark there on Friday morning.